Hello there, everybody. This is No Name 117 Spore, and today I am back with some good old Rule the Waves 2. I was looking at that chip. I should have not been doing that. There we go. Yes, Rule the Waves 2. So this is the situation that Lieutenant Rainbow Slash last put us in. I forget which one of it is, or which. Never mind. We were supposed to make a joke about assassinating the other one continuously earlier, but that's kind of gone out the window, I think. At least I hope it has. He might still be doing it, and if he's doing it, then that would be, really weird. Really weird for me to admit this. Hello, Icy. Yeah, so I've got to take a look at what the current state is. So first things first, which I checked, is that the doctrine training's still up. We don't need that right now. That saves us the current money we're losing. And if he had that enabled, when he didn't need it, and admittedly, if he fought 2 wars during his time, he probably did need it for most of his thing, but he was telling me it was like 9 months until now. That probably cost us, let's see, 9 times about 2,100. Let's see, 9 times 2,000. I'll just say 9 times 2,000, then add a little bit extra. That would be, 18,000 plus a little bit extra, 9 times, yeah. About 19,000. About 19,000 is what that would have cost us. Which is probably worse than my mistake of stopping and restarting, Victorious and, British Columbia. But not by much, as they're about on the same scale. Alright, so, currently we still have, 2 CAs in Northern Europe. Do we need anything in Northern Europe? No we don't. Why do we have 2 ships in Northern Europe still? Let's pull these guys out. They were probably damaged and you just didn't move them. As well as these new destroyers are all in Northern Europe. And yeah, let's move those guys back to the North American East Coast for now. Alright, so he has 3 battleships under construction. These are the Manitoba class. So we have Manitoba, which is the first one. Then we have Indestructible and Canada. I want to open up their design. Well, I can't open it up for rebuild, but yeah, let's put it in the US yard and give it the torpedo defense it needs. I don't know why you didn't go for inclined belt. It is cheaper to not go for inclined belt. Because if we look at inclined belt, it would give us 18.5 thickness, and if we just increase the belt to 18.5 and increase the tonnage somewhat, okay, that's 216,000. And if we go back down to 17 with an inclined belt, then that's, yeah, 221,000. Why does it have 3 separate gun turret types? I don't know. Rainbow liked this, apparently. Maybe he was trying to get a KGV, but couldn't get the quad in the back. That's what I can think of. Also, why did he... Oh my god, he didn't put anti-aircraft... Didn't put good anti-aircraft on this thing. Rounds per gun is garbage. He doesn't edit his ships. Like, I like how St. Lawrence turned out. St. Lawrence is a good ship. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best battleship we have, but it has more ammunition. It has the actual ammunition to stay in the fight. So air groups wise, all of our air groups are still active. So this airbase, for now, I'm just gonna move them to reserve. And yeah, let's just take all of our... Oh, come on. Drag them to reserve. We don't need these guys active at the moment. Wow, 1 fighter, 4 torpedo bombers on Illustrious. Maybe it will work. Maybe that would actually work somewhat. Alright, move all them to reserve. That should save me more money. Right? Yeah. But, part of that was we were suffering in terms of budget from other stuff. So now that I'm pulling some ships back from North American East Coast, I can start reserving stuff. So I'm going to reserve those guys. Maybe mothball Thunderbird. I'll mothball Illustrious too. That'll save a bit of money. We'll get the other ships back, and I'll be able to mothball stuff. So those guys are on the North American West Coast. That's fine. That one should probably be mothballed. Okay, so those are the cruisers: Cold Lake, and Wetaskiwin. And I will need to do a good rebuild on them. It looks like the Crestons right now are getting old. So those are going to need a rebuild soon. But, you know, right now I don't have a lot of money, which does kind of limit things. So we've got to wait till some stuff gets on. We only have one sub at the moment. We should probably get more subs. So you have the CA Montreal over in the North American West Coast, and I would assume that all like the West Coast stuff and, you know, the West Africa, Southern Africa, Northeast Asia stuff, all that's sorted out properly. But yeah, this really does hurt us in regards to actually having good light cruisers right now. So part of the goal today will be to refit Cold Lake and Wetaskiwin. So we can do directors in a local yard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the L turret right now, as well as the V turret. And one's going to become a B, one's going to become an X. Actually, you know what? V will stay V. No, V will be X. V will be X. This will be for anti-aircraft stuff. And then I'm going to get rid of maybe W and turn W into a C. And there's a very, very good reason I'm doing all this. Oh, actually, maybe other ships did have anti-aircraft directors, I'm not sure. But he didn't put a lot of anti-aircraft guns on them. So, for now, this is what I'm going to do to modify Cold Lake. And then Cold Lake's going to go in for a second modification shortly after that one. And that second rebuild, that's going to be the good one. So, I want B and I want C on you. I'm going to keep Q as a possibility. I'm going to get rid of L. And so you have X already, so I'm going to... You know what? Yeah, I'll get rid of Q. Okay. And then you... Oh yeah, you're being refit in Great Britain. So yeah, you'll get advanced directors from Great Britain then. And Britain's an ally. I should have... Turret B and turret C, what? Oh yeah, turrets are 2.5. I'm going to reduce them down to 2. Alright. Send her in. So Cold Lake really should be... You know what? I'll do Cold Lake's second rebuild in Britain. And that'll work. So we are losing a bit of money. I'm going to halt the laying down of Formidables for the moment. You know what? I will sell that to France to get more money. Okay, cool. Better airdrop torpedoes. That's good. And we can now build bigger air bases. Base overview. No. Coastal fortifications. Iceland airbase. Yeah. Expand. And then other than that, I mean, we have one at Nova Scotia. We have one in Southwest Africa. 41 in Southwest Africa, but I don't know how much that matters. And let's go to the next turn. Yeah, I'm not going to take a prestige hit from that. Not now. I don't want to lay down a carrier at the moment. I'll lay her down in a couple of turns. A few months. Our new fighter's ready for service. Alright, so we'll wait till these two get back. Yes, that would be very amazing. I'd love to do that. Get more tech from Great Britain. Alright, so now I'm going to lay down a carrier. The HMS Formidable, which apparently needs the 8-inch guns for some weird reason, and also needs 2 more aircraft. But yeah, we can lay one down. So we will get a bunch of Corvettes in service here soon. I'm not going to really focus on the Corvettes here. Oh, right. Haida we can mothball. You we can reserve, I think. Yeah, that'll work. And then You guys, for now, go into the reserve fleet. I don't need them active. Yeah. We'll get some of the destroyers rebuilt hopefully soon. And there we go, 7 corvettes. No thanks. We haven't really focused on submarines. Oh hey, we have improved director now. I mean, the world has better directors than us, like Britain does, and we're building a lot of our ships there. So it doesn't really matter all that much. Hello, Fallen Star, how's it going? Alright, there we go. Why am I getting pinged? Oh hey, I need some background music. No, I don't. I'm picky about it. You can add some of your own if you want. Are you hosting me or something, Rainbow? But anyway, and why didn't you post that in chat? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, now it's time for the, you know what? No, we don't have enough money. I'm gonna wait until Indestructible, and I'm gonna wait till Indestructible's completed to do this. You should get Ark, and who are you talking to? I'm talking to Lieutenant Rainbow Slash, who, messaged me, in, Discord, whose message didn't appear here! Ooh, I like that. I like that offer. Do it. You know what? Fuck Russia. Oh, new torpedo bomber. Yeah, it's faster. Slightly worse range, but it's faster. I'll take it. We need to start researching more aircraft types here. So we have a fighter in development. Let's see. So these are old. These are really old. We need a new floatplane scout really badly. Yes, floatplane scout. I want range and reliability. Yeah, okay, so Formidable and Invincible are 21s out. As soon as Indestructible completes, that'll free up a bunch of funds. And then Cold Lake and Wetaskiwin will go in for major refits. And those are going to be fun. Fun refits. That's... Yeah, I'll take the little bit of budget, but I don't want to provoke them too much right now. You know what, let's send Cold Lake in for her refit. Alright, Cold Lake. You're actually going to be rebuilt in Britain, because they're better. We're going to put an advanced director on you. And now, every single one of your side guns is going to get removed. D and E are going to be gone. F and G are going to be gone. S and T are going to be gone. For now, I will leave these in place. But you're going to get turned into a triple. You're going to get turned into a triple. And thank you for the host. Okay, yeah, that was why he was here. Thank you for the host, Lieutenant Rainbow Slash. Yeah, I'm playing through the campaign again. So let's get rid of those. Look at that! Look at that! We're able to get 12 6-inch guns on this thing. So tertiary guns are going to get removed. We're going to put the secondaries in dual-purpose mounts. Can we get better 4-inch guns? We can. I'm going to reduce the number of them down to maybe 20. And, oh yeah, turret top should probably receive a little more armor. So I'll go 16. It would be nice to get a little bit of armor on the secondaries, but I don't really think I can. We do need a aircraft catapult on the ship. And thank you, Fallen Star, for another host as well. Not W. W's crap. I'm gonna put it at Q, maybe. Yep. So air capacity, probably 2 would be best. So I'm gonna get rid of the forward submerged tube, and I'm gonna get rid of H and I. Torpedo mounts. And anti-aircraft directors, should probably get 4. I'm going to reduce the secondary guns to 12. Can we go up to 5-inch dual-purpose guns? Yeah, we can, but I don't want to. Yeah, upgrade to the more powerful ones. Just so close. So close to being at the level I want in terms of anti-aircraft armament. You know what? This is fine. I think this is fine. Having that 2 aircraft capacity, good heavy anti-aircraft factor, and having, you know, a modern light cruiser built on this. That's good. So I've got to modify how the structure looks now. So this structure here, it's going to be very similar, but it's got to go back and it's got to go around this turret, like so. Structure 2 is down here. It will be moved up to here. And this will be a very expensive rebuild to this cruiser. But, you know, we're getting a full modern light cruiser out of it. And this was part of this cruiser's goal, was just be able to very quickly and honestly kind of cheaply get a modern light cruiser. Okay, come on. Yeah, alright, so we can build the funnels there. So that's structure 2. Structure 3, 4, 5, and 6 will all need to be removed. Structure 3 will start about here. Around that forward turret. I'll bring it back a bit. Bring it back to maybe here. And then just kind of go out here. Maybe kind of, yeah, go around that funnel a little bit. Structure 4 will be a bridge on top of here. Then I will do something like this. This isn't working quite as well as I was hoping. Come on. There we go, I can do that. And then we'll bring it back about there. Yeah, that looks fine. And then structure 5 can be... maybe we'll do like a box up here. I'm not feeling great control of my mouse right now for some reason. Is it like on a fast... No, it's probably not. Probably not on a fast cursor speed. I did get a new mouse fairly recently, but I think I've already played Rule of the Waves 2 with it, so... Yeah, okay, there we go. That is what Cold Lake's rebuild will look like. You may remove turrets, but not change the number of guns. Okay, so no director here. And can I do this? And this? Wow, thank you so much, Rainbow! You screwed up the ship design completely. Alright, so we can do this. Good job, good job. I could have gotten more. But now I can't. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed. You should not have refit doubles on this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. So I can't change these anymore. I'd have to remove the turrets completely, like that. Then re-add them on as singles. And let's just, you know, let's just double check that I can add stuff as singles. Yeah, so that would work. Okay, I can work with this. So, Cold Lake's gonna have to undergo 3 more refits to get to the state I want. So this is Cold Lake's first refit of the 3. What a Skiwin, on the other hand, I will just be able to flat out rebuild, and I'll do it next turn. Awesome, valuable insights, indestructibles commissioned. No, I don't need 3-inch guns. Alright, what a Skiwin time. What a Skiwin we can just immediately build into the ship I want, which is fine. So that is a lesson learned that what was done there was a screw up. So yeah, so we have this. So increase that to a forward, or a triple, increase that to a triple, increase this to a triple, increase this to a triple. Anti-aircraft directors, give me 3 of them. Don't give me the forward, don't give me that, don't give me any of these guys anymore. I only want 2 torpedo tubes. So I want these in doubles. I want 16 of them, if possible. No secondary armor. Turrets will be armored as they are. And now, let's see. So, C, forward. Blast effects from RV or W. So let's get rid of W then. Yeah, look at this already. Look at how many, turrets I'm able to get in. Let's get our secondaries up to maybe 2 inches of protection then. Yeah, we're able to put, 5 turrets on this thing. Wait, how many, planes does it have? 4. 4 aircraft capacity. Okay, this is... Let's increase the number of secondaries then, just to the full 24. Is that allowed? I'll go up to 20, and then just get... You know what? We'll get more medium anti-aircraft guns, balance it towards that rather than light, or alternatively... you know what? I'll stay with the... hold on, how much, So we know the heavy AA factor, but I don't know what the medium AA factor is increasing to when I do this. It does add a lot of weight, or a lot of extra weight to the ship. I'm gonna stick with the 3. I'm gonna stick with the 3 anti-aircraft directors rather than go up to 4. On the other hand, we had these tubes before, and I'm just gonna re-add some of these guys back on, which these are thankfully reloadable tubes. And, you know, that gives us a pretty good light cruiser. Actually, you know what? We had H and I as torpedo mounts before. Let's add them back on. Yeah, that'll work. 2 light anti-aircraft guns. Light anti-aircraft's kind of garbage anyway. So, now we gotta redesign the structure of this thing. So, we want this structure here to be mostly the same, but it's gonna just kind of go around the aft turret like that. Structure 2, Structure 3, Structure 4, Structure 5, and Structure 6 are all gonna get removed because this is a major rebuild, and all the turrets are somehow stacking in the middle and looking very ugly, especially these guys right here. I don't know why the game decides to do that, but it does for some reason. We can just imagine that they're kind of just piled on the side in various locations. So structure 2 will start about here, go back, extend a little bit to the side, go in a little bit, maybe go back here. Yeah, we don't have a seaplane hangar on this thing, but you know, now I figured out how to use up all the weight on it anyway, so not like it matters very much. Structure 3, I'll just do something like this. And, yeah, go back. Yeah, do something like that. Structure 4 will be a little box on top of Structure 3. Structure 5, I think, no, not doing that. Yeah, I'll start with this. And then just, you know what, I'll do what I was doing before for this, which is something kind of like this box on top of the structure, and then structure 6 will be another little box somewhere up here, and that didn't work. Come on. That'll work fine. So there we go. That is that light cruiser's rebuild, and that is a good rebuild for that light cruiser. So now we need to design a new light cruiser. So I'm going to open this design. So I am going to order these from Great Britain. And turret armor we're going to bring up. I'm going to bring down the number of secondaries to 16. And in terms of this, I'm going to get rid of the H and I torpedo tubes. I will get rid of the aft submerged torpedo tube as well, but I do want to keep some submerged torpedo tubes because you can reload those, and torpedo reloads on other torpedo tubes currently do not function in the game for whatever reason. I'm going to disable incline belt, increase the belt to 2.5. Would want to get the deck up to like 1.5. Would that work? A bit. Yeah, we could do something like this. We could also reduce the aircraft capacity down to like 2 rather than 4, and try to just get a little bit more protection. Does an inclined belt work here? Yes, it does. And I want to see if I can get the turret armor up a little bit more. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I'll order this ship from Britain because they can build better ships than we can. So that'll be the new class light cruiser, which we badly need more light cruisers because we don't have many right now. Oh hey, 3 and 4 inch twin dual purpose mounting, and Britain is having a rebellion. I forgot I was going to try to build a 12 gun run rather than a 15 gun one, but maybe I'll build a couple Surreys and then build a smaller class of light cruiser to kind of go alongside them. Manitoba is working up. I'm going to move her to the reserve fleet, and hopefully Cold Lake will be done soon. Yes, we should extend the alliance with Great Britain. No, I don't want more. I don't want that. Oh, shipboard aircraft operation. No, I do not want those created automatically. I have all the air units I need in reserve. So, CL Surrey. Order 2. You know what? I'm gonna continue ordering more of these. But at the same, you know what? How many? What light cruisers do other nations have? So Germany right now only has 6. Their most recent ones have 6 times 5-inch guns. France's most recent light cruisers 10 times 5-inch guns. Kind of bad. Russia's most recent light cruiser. Russia has none. America's best light cruisers are actually fairly modern, but we're getting better ones than they are. But, we need more scout cruisers. So I'm going to design a second design on top of the Surrey class, which gets rid of the sea turret. And, I will keep the same armor. We can reduce it in cost slightly. You know what? Let's bring the armor down to somewhat reasonable levels. No secondary armor. And we'll do only 12 secondary guns. Torpedo tubes will remain the same. Yeah, 2 aircraft capacity. And yeah, we'll bring it down to... You know what? This is going to be a modification of the Cold Lake design, but will still be gotten from Britain. So we'll give it an inclined belt. We'll give it 3-inch turrets. 2.5-inch belt will be fine. That's fine. You will get quad torpedo mounts rather than triples, and you will get forward submerge and 2 side submerge tubes as well. You will be able to go 30 knots. I don't think I want to increase the speed any. Torpedo reloads are absolutely pointless right now in the current game, because guess what? They don't work. You know what? Why am I doing that? No, go to 8,000 because we still need a and a Y triple turret here. And then I'll get rid of B and X and put them back in. And then this gives us a not quite as light cruiser as the other one, but still a good scout cruiser for our forces. And we badly need more. Well, not a good scout cruiser, but a good light cruiser, fairly good light cruiser. And we badly need more of these right now anyway. You know what? Torpedo defense needs to be 2. I will give it a little bit more protection. Then, you know what? Maybe, I could give it a 3-inch belt and get rid of incline belt, and that might reduce the costs somewhat. Yeah. Okay, that'll be fine. So structure-wise, just get rid of it all. You know what? Don't get rid of all of it. I want to keep structure 1 in place. But, structure 1 is instead going to go like this. Towards the stern of the ship. So structure 2 I did remove. Structure 2 will be a bit of a platform about here-ish. But the rest of the superstructure I will keep the same. Yeah, okay. It's just a new name. Spruce Grove class cruiser. And that is good. We could give it a little bit more anti-aircraft guns. I think that'll work. And then hopefully we can get that in service. Hopefully we can get that in service soon. Kind because we'll get some funds now from Manitoba. Yeah, I'll sell it to France. Screw it, I need more money. And send a diplomatic note. I'm not losing the tension. Alright. Okay. Cold Lake. Now we need to do a forward and aft single turret. Correct? That is legal. And you go back in for your rebuild. Wetaskiwin is done. Hey, larger diesel engines. Cool. Great Britain has crushed their rebels in Fiji. Cool. Alright, so let's see. How many of these guys can I build? I can build 4. I'm going to order 3. 3 of these guys. You know what? I'll order 4. I can build a 4th. So 4 Spruce Grove class cruisers and then 2 Surrey class cruisers. And that will be a pretty good light cruiser force when combined with Cold Lake and Wetaskiwin. Which, yeah, that's going to be powerful. That's going to be difficult to defeat for an enemy. Now that I do have a little bit more money remaining, let's first of all order more corvettes. So we had these 600 tonners being built in a local yard. What happens if I order them from Britain? We can put K-guns on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the Cumberland design here, and I'm going to order these from a British yard and put 4 K-guns on them. And you know what? How much is an AA director? Kind of expensive. If we reduce the speed, that does reduce the cost. Makes it harder to run away from stuff, but if a Corvette's caught by anything, it's kind of dead anyway. So, yeah. It's just another name. We'll go up to those guns, and yeah, I'm not going to make them dual purpose. You know what? Light anti-aircraft guns are pointless. Let's put mediums on it instead, and no. None of those. Yeah, we'll build it. Port Alice class. And also we will send these 1925 era destroyers in for a rebuild. So I would like to get director firing on them. Looks like that is extremely, extremely difficult to do. I might be able to get rid of a turret to do this, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll get rid of a turret. We'll get rid of X and try to get some medium anti-air on them too. You know what? No, I'm not gonna rebuild them with that director. I'll just swap out some of the anti-aircraft here. Yeah, that works. More medium AA, less heavy AA. So we'll send the Olivers in for that refit. I don't think they need anything else. Crestons need a refit too. And these guys are going to be a little easier to rebuild, it looks like. So we will add a director to them. We'll only add 1. And then, yeah, we can get away with some of these. We can get away with this. And we'll send them in for a rebuild. So, yeah, it looks like these guys were recently rebuilt. CVL Montrose is going to need a rebuild. The Val d'Ors are going to need a rebuild too. These will probably just be rebuilt into anti-subcraft. So I'm just going to get rid of their V mount. I'm going to reduce that to 1. I'm going to get rid of their Q turret. Maybe. And then... Yeah, I'm just going to rebuild the 900 tonners into anti-submarine destroyers. Alright, so you will get an improved... Nah, you can't. Can't do that. Oh yeah, I need to add a funnel to it. Actually, probably 2 funnels. Just to make sure it doesn't look ugly. So we'll add no AA director, just a couple mediums and a couple lights. I think that's fine. And then that's only going to be there for a little bit. And I will also refit the remaining Thetford mines as such. So they will get increased depth charge storage. They will go for in for the British refit. They will get more K guns. I'm just going to get rid of their V torpedo mount. Thetford mines are a little better than the other ones, though. It would be nice to get a director on them, but nope. Or if we get rid of the Q turret and get a director on them. Yeah. I'll get a normal director rather than an improved one. And add some anti-aircraft guns. And that will refit the Thetford mines into a good coastal patrol vessel. Which actually does give us some definite options in that regard. Alright, so it's 1936 now. In terms of other refits, we still need to do the Lethbridges. Montrose does also need a rebuild. So Montrose is built in a local yard. She could have an improved director. She could have dual purpose for her guns. She could have increased elevation for her guns. Don't have AA director yet, personally, but we can jam a bunch of mediums on her. And let's just see. Can I get away with this? If I continue to reduce this. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, only a small rate of fire issue. Improved direct. You know what? We'll give her 2 directors. And then that'll be Montrose's rebuild. So now she is a... she's going to be a plane fiend, basically. And just be able to swarm the skies. Alright, so we're 3 months away from Cold Lake's 2nd rebuild, at which point Cold Lake will need a 3rd rebuild, into the proper ship that we want her to be. In the meantime, we're losing a little bit of money per turn, but not much. Okay, technology sharing with Great Britain has done some good stuff. So, we now have new floatplane scout prototypes. These are much better than our current ones, I think. Alright, so range is... we can go up to 141. This one, best speed, best range. Yeah, nothing else matters. Take it. So in terms of the Port Alice, I want maybe 12 of these built. 12 of these little 900-ton corvettes, which are going to be very good at sub-hunting with 8 ASW, whereas the most we're getting right now is like 6. So yeah, 8 ASW is going to be good. Alright. What else? What else do we need? So right now we're building 2 carriers. When those carriers get closer to completion, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to just design a new slightly... well, I'll wait till one of them completes to design a new slightly similar class. Aircraft types. We need a new aircraft type. So, okay, so we now have a new floatplane scout under production. So our most... we do need a new torpedo bomber, and that's going to be probably... toughness and reliability, I think. I will go for... there's some thought about going for like range or speed, but I'm just going to go for toughness. Tension is low, Parliament votes to reduce spending. Yeah, I will take that technology so I can build those ships on my own now, and don't have to keep building them from Great Britain. So we're going to get a bunch of our destroyers back here, and Cold Lake as well. I will continue to sell technology, because I know we're behind, and other nations will research it themselves. So what is Skiwin? You go to the reserve fleet. Cold Lake, you finally get your major rebuild now into the ship I wanted you to be. Like that, and get an additional anti-aircraft gun. There we go. Yeah. Do it. And now Cold Lake's whole refit period is going to be done. That took a while to get her to this state, but you know, now she's actually going to be in this state. And that'll be very good. And then we're going to have all these other light cruisers coming online soonish. So we're going to get Montrose and Bay Comau back here in a month. All these guys should definitely be in the mothball fleet now that they've gone through their major refit. Or they've gone through their refit. Hey, look, 8 ASW now. Oh, he tried to make a picture. Did he try to make a picture for this one? No, okay, that was weird. That was a little glitch. So these ships are currently active. Oh yeah, because they just got refit. On top of that, these guys are probably also going to need a rebuild here. So they will get a director. They will only get one. I think we need to get rid of a torpedo tube. Or we just get rid of the X superimposed, or aft superimposed gun, yeah, and give it some mediums. Yeah, that'll work. I would like to put some gay guns or something on it, but I don't really think I can, and I'd rather keep the good torpedo armament. So yeah, I'll refit the remaining Soyuz here. And that should cover their rebuild. Do I have anything else which needs a refit? We're going to have a lot of stuff coming up in 1928. 1928 it looks like. Yeah, Reserve Manitoba. So if we have that many capital ships, that's 9. 4 of them should be in mothball, 4 of them are in mothball. Okay, cool. Montrose finished her construction, and that destroyer is out. Should help Britain root out the rebels. Yes, we should. Our new torpedo bomber is ready for service. Oh, that was the new one I accepted. I almost exited out of OBS there on accident, so I'm going to drag OBS over to the side a little bit more. So, yeah, reserve Montrose. And what else? Mothball you guys. Oh, no, not mothball them. There's Montrose and one of these guys we got back, right? No, one of these destroyers. Yeah, this guy. This guy needs to be mothballed. There we go. So some of these guys are going to get old here really soon. A lot of these were rebuilt in 1929, and I will need to do that by the end of this turn. But, you know, I have a couple of years to do that. So, yeah, these will be put back in service soon. Cold Lake will be put back in service soon. Yeah, I'll sell it to Russia. Screw it, I need more money. Hey, we can get dive bombers now. Awesome. Alright. And now those destroyers are back. Yeah, I'll continue to sell tech. And continue to try to increase my funds. Alright, so now we can move all of them to the reserve fleet. And yeah, look at this. We are suddenly in a much better situation. And we're going to get Cold Lake back, which is going to help us with a lot of our funds. Oh, ooh, we have 16-inch guns here. Hey, now we can build anti-aircraft directors on our ships. That'll come in really handy when I start. I would say that would come in really handy when I start rebuilding the battleships, but it probably won't, because I'd be rebuilding them in Britain, most likely. So I'll rebuild them all in 1927, I think. Open design for rebuild for St. Lawrence. Okay. I designed St. Lawrence pretty well. She would need anti-aircraft directors, but yeah. So I'll rebuild all the battleships in Britain when the time comes for it. And yeah. So this is what we have under construction. Formidable and Invincible will be the next 2 ships. New torpedo bomber prototypes are ready for... Alright, cool. Other than these corvettes, which will certainly help out our corvette force. So we don't have quite as heavy of a bomb load as the previous ones. I don't think it matters that much. Toughness is a little bit better than our current 2 models, but not much. Not much. This one might be the best option, but it's not really any better than the other one. Yeah, it's worse. It's worse. This one's at least a little better in a couple aspects. Alright, so, request proposals for a aircraft prototype. Let's get a dive bomber. So bomb load and reliability. Actually, that might imply that the current one doesn't have good reliability. That would be a concern. Alright, so we have a lot of money right now, so let's, alright, we gotta wait till one of them completes to actually do what I want. Okay, then. But yeah, now we're gonna have a proper force of, 8, light cruisers here soon. 8 good, modern light cruisers to escort our fleet. Between Cold Lake, Wetaskiwin, the Surreys, and the Spruce Groves. Yeah, that'll be strong. You know, that's what, 5 light cruisers with 12 times 6-inch guns, and then 3 with 15 times 6-inch guns. That'll be a very good light cruiser force. And all those light cruisers look like they're going to complete at the same time, too. And then they'll be followed shortly after by the last Manitoba, which I'm not sure how I feel about that design. These Corvettes are almost done. That'll definitely save us some money. Do I want to go for the BB rebuild earlier? Or do I want to... we need more subs. We need subs. Just a name. I'll build that, and then build sub. I'll build 8 medium-range subs, and then I'll rename them. Rename ship. So we'll just say S... How about S20? And then S21, S22, screw it. I don't know where we're at in terms of these submarine names, but, you know, we keep losing so many subs. You're supposed to be S24. You're supposed to be S23. I don't know why it keeps naming all these so weirdly. S25. Name ship S26. And then you will just be like S27. So that was pulling from this name list here, but it looks like we already have some ships named that, so yeah, I don't know how bad that is. I don't know why the sub list is pulling from the battleship list. Alright, so that's kind of what I'm doing with the spare money for now. I will sell that to Japan because I need money. A new Russian fighters entering service. How many subs do Germany and Russia have? So Russia has 71, Germany has 71. So he really did reduce those two powers to not having quite as many subs. So now we get the Port Alices built. Oh, awesome. That's cool. 10 corvettes are commissioned. That's tech I'm going to keep to myself. That's tech I don't want them getting. So, there we go. More 900-ton corvettes with 8 ASW. That will be very important. Some of these guys will have to be refit here soon. And I will wait till some of the new cruisers enter service to actually start rebuilding these light cruisers. Or alternatively, the heavy cruisers go on foreign station while the light cruisers get rebuilt. Let's do that. So the Lethbridges should enter a rebuild. I would say they need an improved director, but he has rebuilt these things very heavily. I'm going to get rid of F and... No, what? No. Keep G. Keep G. Keep the G torpedo tube. I'm going to get rid of J and K. Instead... just in case, I am going to give these guys a Q catapult and a plane. I can't do that. Oh yeah, because he rebuilt them for high speed for some reason. So we'll give him, yeah, increased elevation and some anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work fine. So then, when all these light cruisers are completed, We'll take these guys off of foreign station. Other than you, which can... Montreal will stay in the active fleet, as is. So Grand Prairie will go in. She already has improved director. She will get an advanced director. Actually, she would be refit in Britain. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'll leave her to be rebuilt in Britain. She does need secondary guns, though. Probably in dual turrets, dual purpose. Um, so I'll get rid of, like, maybe the D and E turrets here. Give her an anti-aircraft director. Will that work? Yeah, I think that'll work. So there's Grand Prairie getting rebuilt. Leduc is currently in West Africa. Alright, what I'll do is I'll just rebuild the heavy cruisers to get them out of the foreign station area, which will work. Alright, so you need some of those. I will get rid of your Q turret. I'm going to change your superstructure look up here. So, yeah, you can have this now. Leduc. Leduc. The duck, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Leduc means. It probably means something completely different, but I can't help but think of a duck. Alright, so 4-inch guns, dual purpose. Give her a couple of them. That didn't help at all. And she has no torpedo tubes. She doesn't have a lot to work with. Let's see if we can put them in a double. That doesn't help. Put them in singles. She really doesn't have a lot to work with. Give her only one anti-aircraft director. Nope. Yeah, just give her some of those. That'll work. That's fine. Because Rainbow does not believe in building his ships with spare tonnage. And then we can get the airdries rebuilt. And these guys actually aren't going to have much spare tonnage. I am going to order them. I'll rebuild them in a local yard. So we'll give them an improved director. We'll keep the 6-inch guns as is. There's some thought about removing the cross-deck firing guns, or alternatively removing W. I might keep W and just get rid of like F and K instead. Because these guys have a little bit more, but you know, they were built very much as scout cruisers and are now colonial cruisers basically. So yeah, improved director. They will keep the ammunition they have. I'll switch them over to medium anti-aircraft guns. I will give them 4-inch dual-purpose secondaries, and yeah, just reduce the number of light anti-aircraft guns. See if I can get it low enough. That'll work. That'll work. Or we just do this, and then we could do that. Might be good to get rid of the W turret, but you know what? Yeah, let's get rid of the W turret and turn it into like a C. No, not a C. Let's do an L instead. L, forward center line. Get rid of the C. And yeah, this little aft structure thing here is just going to be moved back to here. And is that 5 on it? Yeah, it was. Alright, so there's the refit to the airdries. And I think that'll be fine. Cool. So those are going to be all of our colonial cruisers rebuilt. 2 corvettes are commissioned. I'm not going to buy tech right now. Great benefits for research in ship design. That's cool. Mothball these guys. We're losing a lot of money per turn, but you know, I built up a lot of money per turn, so I need to spend it somehow. Right now the CVL Thunderbird is also old, so we will send her in for a rebuild. And she needs dual-purpose guns, she needs an improved director, she needs increased elevation, We should get anti-aircraft director's honor. She does have 34 aircraft. And some medium anti-aircraft guns would be cool. So we'll give her some. I'll remove some of these lighter anti-aircraft guns. And then I want to see if I can get some of these guys up to doubles. Nope, I'm not going to bother. And it's actually really expensive to get these guys up to doubles. No, decrease that to a single. There we go. So what I might do instead is I might add D, F, J, and S. And then just reduce these guys down. Remove some medium anti-aircraft guns, and now, yeah. I'll remove 3 more of these and add in 2 more mediums. So that should give Thunderbird a good anti-aircraft gun complement. And then we are going to have to refit all of our major capital units. Hey, CV Invincible is done. Oh, couldn't reach your design speed. I don't need 7-inch guns. So I'm not going to lay down a new carrier yet because we are spending so much money right now refitting all the light cruisers. You know what? No, I do need to design one though. So, oh yeah, and you need an instant rebuild too to get rid of the 8-inch guns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the design. So it'll go 30 knots. I'm going to put the engine priority to normal. Alright, yeah, Great Britain. Why are we only built with 2 torpedo protection? No, you were built with 4. That's alright. So we're gonna swap your main armament here down to 5-inch guns, dual purpose. I'll give you maybe 130 rounds of ammunition, and then we're gonna do FG, and then J and K in doubles as well. And in terms of aircraft, I want to increase it to that. Let's put on deck park. I don't think I can put any catapults on it yet. We'll give it 1 inch of deck armor, maybe. I'll give it 0. I won't give it any deck armor. I'll give the turret some splinter protection. Just a new name, Indomitable. Okay. We'll increase the tonnage to maybe that much. Yeah, okay. 29,000 tons, that's okay. And then, yeah, so she has 96 aircraft, and we need to lose some of the anti-aircraft guns here. And then convert those into mediums. There you go, 37 mediums. She has a little bit too much tonnage remaining, so I'll reduce it down to maybe this. Get rid of, how about 2 of those, and then add in a medium. There you go, 8 and 38, that's good. Medium anti-aircraft is good. Yep, we can build ships that displacement ourselves. It doesn't really matter much, we're not doing that. So we will lay down an Indomitable class carrier here very soon. It's good that we were able to get a new carrier into service. But, you know, we will have to rebuild her very shortly, but I'm not going to rebuild her this month. I'm going to wait until we cycle through all our capital ship rebuilds. Hey, new dive bomber prototypes are, yeah, awesome, cool. So, 1937, 1937. Okay, so these can only carry a 600-pound bomb. This one has much better range, and it's just better in every way. Yeah, take it. Aircraft types. Request new one. So now we have a new dive bomber. So what's our next oldest? Right now it's a medium bomber. So medium bomber, honestly, bomb load and... we'll go bomb load range in the medium bomber. So our first set of the light cruisers will be done with their reconstruction here. There we go. I will take it. I'll take the offer. I'm not going to sacrifice any tension, but yeah. Not any tension, no, any prestige. I'm not going to sacrifice any prestige. So we will take a small tension hit with Britain, and it didn't happen. It must have just immediately diminished. Alright, so... oh dear God, there's so much I'm going to have to rebuild. I'm not going to be able to build, like, any of the battleships I want, and then Rainbow's just going to be building all the battleships, and that's a terrifying thought. Send all those guys to Foreign Station. Give me the air trees back before I send anything else. Manitoba's almost done, so now I'm going to open up Manitoba's design. I'm going to order her instead from Great Britain, because that was a terrible choice buying from America. I'm going to give her Torpedo Defense 3, and then I'm going to confuse the absolute shit out of Rainbow by doing something very interesting. We're going to give her a 12-inch belt. Narrow. Belt extended needs to go to 12. Deck will go to 6. Turrets will stay at 18. Maybe 18 and a half. I don't know why he thinks that that is a good design at all. So that we can do 18-inch guns from Britain, but I'm only going to do 16-inch guns of quality 1. Ooh, that's fun. Conning tower will be reduced down to 9 to save a little bit of mass. These will be dual-purpose guns. We will get 12 of them instead. Secondaries will be 4. Turret top. Why is turret top less than deck? Turret top will be 7. We will try to go normal engines, but only go 29 knots. I don't know why he thought, oh, speed engines are a good idea. Speed engines are not a good idea. I like these. I like this. I like that he's finally warming up to that. How many aircraft? He forgot to put aircraft on it. Seriously. Alright, V catapult. Give me 2. Take away deck park. No tertiary guns. Give me another secondary to compensate for that, and then we will increase our mass up to 65,000 tons. Check. Yes, the ship has narrow belt. This is a universal narrow belt armor scheme, and it is potentially one of the... There's a lot of people who swear by this armor scheme, basically. Like, if we look at the gun data, it does have an immunity range against itself. But, you know, apparently this armor scheme, what happens is that the belt and belt extended also stack with the deck armor. And that makes this a very, very good design, supposedly. I'm going to toggle that dual purpose off. So we need a lot of these medium anti-aircraft guns just to fill out the rest of this. Oh, maybe they do have a bunch of mediums. I really hope he didn't forget that he could put mediums on a ship. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. It doesn't have that much mass remaining, but yeah, okay. New battleship. Let's design how it looks. So, get rid of structure 1. Structure 1 is I'll do something like this. As a we'll go there. I'll do that. That. So we'll have a slightly larger bow than normal on this. I had some thought about going for inclined belt too. That is a little bit more expensive, but you know, does mean we can get a little bit more in this tonnage. We can get rid of structure 4 completely, and structure 3 as well, and structure 5 and structure 6 and structure 2. Okay, there we go. Alright, so structure 2 will go from here. It will go out, back down there, and then we can do something like that with it. Structure 3 will be definitely something kind of located back here. I have no idea what Rainbow is going to think when he sees this ship. 4 will not be a line. Structure 5 will then be kind of a bridge area. We'll do a little bit of it going out kind of there, and then we're actually going to do this. And then structure 6 will be an additional kind of bridge area on top of this bridge. Up here. Then I'll do something like, come on, this. Come on, align properly. Thank you. Alright, so there's the New Brunswick class. Designed, and let's save her. And yeah, she'll take 4 months. It'll take 4 months for that design to complete. Alright, there we go. Those ships are finishing their reconstruction. And ooh, go for the win. Screw it. Give me more prestige. Our new bomber is ready for service. Hey, new medium bomber prototype. So you have a medium bomber request in progress right now. This one is a little better than our current one, so I will take it. But it could very well be the case where a new medium bomber will just be flat out better. So now that these guys are back in service, they will be put into foreign station. And I think it is now time to rebuild all these guys. Open the design. You need an advanced director. You're being refit in Britain. You need dual-purpose secondaries and anti-aircraft positions. Unfortunately, you can't have that many secondaries, so I can only go down to... You know, I'm going to go down to no secondary protection. I'm going to go down to 4-inch secondaries here to save just a little bit of mass. I will... Yeah, okay. And then I'll add more of the medium anti-aircraft guns so that it actually does have some, you know, half-decent anti-aircraft guns. And now we can rebuild the old Toronto class light cruisers. Oh, not light cruisers, heavy cruisers. As well as the Montreals. So, Advanced Director, we're refitting you in Britain. We would normally try to get dual purpose on those guys, but I am going to go down to 4-inch guns. So I can get some anti-aircraft directors on the ship. And other than that, yeah, I can't really fit any torpedo tubes on, so we'll just add a couple more anti-aircraft guns. She doesn't have all the anti-aircraft guns she needs, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. Alright, I should probably redesign the superstructure somewhat. So, Structure 2, I'll turn you into a line structure here. I should have done this on the other ones too, but, you know, screw it. I'm not. Structure 3, Structure 4 doesn't exist. Structure 5, Structure 6 will... Is that Structure 1? That's Structure 1. Okay, cool. Structure 1 will go back from here. I'll extend it this way. Extend it back a little bit here, and then just kind of go around, like so. Structure 2 is already in place. Structure 4 is not, so Structure 3... I kind of screwed that up. Let's start a little bit from back here. We can do that for Structure 3. Structure 4, we can just do something kind of, maybe not quite out that far, but, you know, something like this. Go in a bit. And go in here. And then, let me zoom in. Okay, come on. Find the center. Because I don't want these ships to look ugly anymore. And I think he'll appreciate that they don't look ugly, or if they don't, he'll appreciate it if they don't look ugly anymore. Structure 5 will be a little thing back here. You know what, build it out a little bit better, like so, and then Structure 6 can just be a bit of a box on top of this. Bit of a misshapen box, how about? Misshapen boxes are fun. Alright, there we go. New, well not new, but rebuilt heavy cruiser is done. That'll be the Montreal class. That'll cost me a fair bit of money. See if Formidable has worked up. I only build me one of these carriers. Good news is, a bunch of our new light cruisers are about to commission. So all the, you know, the Surreys and the Spruce Groves, other than Richmond and the, you know, recently laid down Spruce Grove, those are all going to complete. And that'll be good. And that'll give us the light cruiser force we need. Oh yeah, you should probably be mothballed, and you should probably be reserved. And then that will begin probably the great battleship and carrier rebuild. Awesome. Awesome, they are now all commissioned. Oh yeah, I'll sell that to Russia. Screw it. Oh, awesome, yeah. Britain is really helping out our tech right now, which is very good. And we're getting a lot of tech. Ooh, radar. That's cool. So I will save up the money for the moment, and that'll be so that I can build the new Brunswick, that battleship design. Alright, so... Oh, did one of them get delayed? One of them got delayed. Put them all in the reserve fleet. But yeah, now we have, 6 light cruisers. 6 strong light cruisers. If we look at what the world has in terms of light cruisers... okay, so that's like in Atlanta. So 16 5-inch guns, dual purpose. In effect, this is probably about 14. Yeah, I would say that's 14 of them. 14 to a broadside, so 14 5-inch guns versus 12 6-inch guns. Good belt armor, though. It does have some mines, does have some torpedo tubes, doesn't have a lot of anti-aircraft, so that's probably even to one of our designs. In terms of the French CLs, let's see. So we got stuff like, they only have 10 times 5-inch guns. Those aren't going to be good. The Russian CLs, they don't have any. American light cruisers, they do have 9 6-inch armed light cruisers. And Japanese light cruisers, they have terrible ones. The British light cruisers, what do they have? 16 times 5-inch guns. So they also have Atlantas and nothing else. So we, right now, have the best light cruisers. Let me put it this way. We are about to have the 10 best light cruisers in the world. Yes. That's how strong of a position we're going to be in terms of light cruisers. We're going to have the 10 best in the world. Alright, so I am going to save my money up for one more turn because I do want to make sure I have enough money for New Brunswick, even when Manitoba is commissioned. Alright, we also do need to start refitting stuff, and that's going to happen the moment... That's going to happen next turn because these 2 cruisers are going to commission, and yeah, those battleships are going to be, yeah, like that. Okay, yep. Japan, you can take Shanghai, I don't care. Alright, so now we have a bunch of money. And now we don't have a bunch of money because New Brunswick is being built. And that'll be a good new battleship. And I want to get 2 of those if at all possible, but I'm not entirely sure I can. So now the 3rd Manitoba is in service. She will go into the reserve fleet. So if I open this design for a rebuild, let's see, what do we have? So she was built in the USA. She only has torpedo defense 2. Seriously. Ugh! Why? Why does Rainbow do this to me? Why are his ships so garbage? Yeah, they need a refit. All of them need a refit. I'm going to rebuild them in Britain, but yeah. I'm going to try to get... Britain's our ally, so let's rebuild all of our ships there. So in terms of ships working up, we have those guys, so I'm going to mothball our old 2, and then I'm going to mothball Surrey class as well to save some money. Alright, so in terms of what needs a refit first, so let's send in both Illustriouses. So I am going to probably want to redesign how their superstructure looks. So let's see. So structure 1 is that. Structure 2 is that. Structure 3 is that. Structure 4 is all that. Structure 5 is probably that. And structure 6 is that. Okay. Alright. Structure 1, structure 2, structure 3. No, structure 1, structure 2, and structure 4 need a rebuild. So let's take away structure 1. Let's take away structure 2. Let's take away structure 4. And honestly, goodbye structure 5 too. Alright, so I'll leave this as the funnel for now. We will go to an improved director. I do want the rebuild in a British yard, so we can get better dual-purpose guns. So she'll stay at that air capacity. We'll give her deck park, just to be sure. And she'll get 4 anti-aircraft directors. Or we'll just reduce the number of guns. Give her a bunch of mediums. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3. I still put a little bit of light anti-aircraft on my ships, but mostly mediums. I'll keep it at 60 because that allows for 5 squadrons. So I want to do... Okay, so structure 3 is there. I want structure 4 to be the actual carrier deck itself. So These guys will no longer look like Kaga and Akagi as they were originally built, and will now look more... Well, actually, I guess technically Furious, Glorious, and Courageous were originally built like that, and I think Furious stayed that way. Actually, they might have all stayed that way through World War II. But I will rebuild these guys like proper, to make them look like actual proper carriers. You know, more like what those carriers looked like when rebuilt. You know what? Yeah, this would go back here. Realistically. So I'm going to do a little something like this. And then structure 5 will be the elevators, so just do that, put that in. And then Rainbow will probably thank me later for doing this, making all these carriers look a lot better. Other than, one of them, which is like, it's decent enough. Alright, so we'll do that, and then go down here about. And then go to the side. A little more to the side. A little too much. Come on, get the right coordinate. I think that's it, that's it, that's it. Cool. Alright, so we'll get the aft elevator in. And then we can stretch this back here. And make it look like that. Okay, cool. And then structure 1 can be a bunch of little things like this. Off on the bow. And then we can go out here a bit more. Maybe go back here. And then do something like this. And then structure 2, honestly, having this additional superstructure here is very nice, because I can do something like this and just kind of keep building. And then I'll maybe do something like that. There you go, that works. I think that's a good superstructure for the design. She has the required aircraft. Can't really get many more on, so fire control not the best type. Yeah, she needs an advanced director, and you know what? Improved main guns, I'll do it. And then maybe give her a little bit of turret armor. Yeah, we'll give her 1 inch. Oh, it can't do that. Never mind. Alright, no armored turrets. I'll see if I can get away with 2 more along maybe S and T. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Alright, there we go. That is a pretty good carrier for a rebuild for the Illustriouses. And we'll do with it. We'll do that. That's what we'll rebuild them as. Alright, so the Illustriouses are now in British Columbia, or not in British Columbia, Nova Scotia needs a rebuild. She will need an advanced director. Honestly, I think it's time to just rip out her casemate guns and convert them into dual-purpose secondaries. So we'll go to only 12 dual-purpose secondaries. I'm going to get rid of these guys here. Although, yeah, Nova Scotia can go 24 knots, so I don't think I want them. But I will give her an H and an I torpedo tube mount instead, just to be on the safe side. 1 air capacity is still fine. She can get a couple more anti-aircraft guns in. I would like to get that up to 2 if at all possible, but I don't think I can. And yeah, I think that is good. That is a good rebuild for Nova Scotia. And that'll make her very strong. In the meantime, the next battleship to follow her is British Columbia, which got a 1929 rebuild. So we will send her in as well. And she will also receive an advanced director. Her secondaries I'm not a huge fan of. So we can do dual-purpose 6-inch guns, but I don't think there's any point in doing dual-purpose 6-inch guns. Dual-purpose 6-inch guns are garbage. You know what? I'm going to get rid of a lot of her secondary protection. I'll go down to splinter protection, because I don't think she needs any more than that. And then in terms of tertiary armament, we can go up to 5-inch, or 4. Yeah, we'll go 4-inch secondaries. I'll give her 16 for additional protection. Anti-aircraft director, she'll have 4. Torpedoes, she does have a forward tube. I will give her an H and an I torpedo tube mount as well, so she can launch a number to the side. In terms of air capacity, she'd probably get like 2 or 3. Would be nice to give her a little bit more armament. It would take time to give her more ammo, but it might be worth it so that she doesn't run out so quickly. Another 10 rounds of ammunition, 12 months at a cheaper cost. You know what, I'll take it. So she'll be back in service in 1938 then, so I probably won't be able to get into a war yet this time, but yeah. So, yeah, this is going to take her out of action for a bit. Other than that, we do need more anti-aircraft guns here. And I can fit that all on, so hooray. Yeah, let's send her in for that rebuild. I don't see any other thing I need to do with that ship, so send her in. It shouldn't cost too much. Yep. Alright, so then the next one would be Prince Edward Island, which would need a rebuild. And her secondaries will be converted to 5-inch doubles, mounted along the side. 5-inch dual-purpose doubles. She will get her 4 anti-aircraft directors. She'll need an advanced director. She is being refit in Great Britain. In terms of torpedo tubes, she will receive an H and an I side mount instead. And I think that's good. It'd be nice to get her a second aircraft. Yeah, we can get her a second aircraft. Screw it. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, Prince Edward Island, you get your 1937 rebuild. Alberta, where you built... Yeah, you went for Great Britain for your rebuild. And so these two will be removed. You will get an H and an I. Your secondaries will once again be changed into 5-inch guns. You will get dual mounts of them. You'll get dual-purpose guns, and if we can, we would get 12. I don't know if I'll be able to get 12. I might only be able to get 8 on her. I think I'll only be able to get 8 on her. We need an advanced director badly. And I would like to get a second aircraft on her if at all possible, and I think it is possible. So yeah, we can do that. You know what we could get? No, we can't get 10. Okay. You know what? Could we get 10? It is negative 22. No, we can't. And I think that'll be a good design for a rebuilt Alberta, with a lot of anti-aircraft guns. And outside of that, I think Haida and Yukon will both go in for refits as well. So they will be rebuilt in Britain. They will get an advanced director, because of course they will. Secondaries will be put in dual mounts, dual purpose mounts, or dual purpose mounts. These underwater mounts will be removed and instead replaced with an H and an I torpedo mount, which we can't fit. So I will decrease them to triple tubes, and I will get rid of a secondary gun. And yeah, just bring her up to that. Okay, there we go, cool. No, we will not reclassify her as a battleship. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change structure 1 here, so that we get something more like this. There you go, that looks a little better. Alright. No, not reclassify her as a battleship. Send Haida in for her major rebuild. Send Yukon in for her major rebuild, too. So we'll get an advanced director on Yukon. All of her secondaries will become dual purpose, 5-inch guns. She will get her 4 anti-aircraft directors. She will be rebuilt in Great Britain. These 2 torpedo mounts will be removed, and instead she will get an H and an I. Hopefully, no, she can only get triples, so we'll give her triples, and she already has 2 aircraft, so that's fine. I will get those extra anti-aircraft guns on her, and we will not be reclassifying her as a battleship. So there we go. That'll be Yukon's rebuild. And now what? Alright, so St. Lawrence is 1932. She has an improved director. I do want to get an advanced director in all my ships. I do want to get AA directors in all my ships, so she will also be rebuilt. So she has the 6-inch, 4-inch idea, and I will leave that. I'm going to get rid of her underwater tubes. Honestly, I'm going to get rid of all her underwater tubes, and then I'm just going to put 2 of these above water ones on her. She has 4 aircraft capacity. And then honestly, let's just jam a bunch of extra anti-aircraft guns on her. No, can I get more aircraft? I could, but you know what? I'm gonna get more secondaries. I'm gonna switch them to dual secondary guns, or dual well, tertiary guns, I should say. You know what? Her heavy anti-aircraft factor goes up a little bit with those, so I'll do that too. So yeah, her secondary 6-inch guns will now also be dual purpose. And I will send St. Lawrence in for a rebuild. Manitoba's at the same time also need a rebuild, so yeah, I'm just chucking the entire fleet into one. So you will be rebuilt in Great Britain. You will receive an advanced director. You will receive... I would love to get her up to 110 rounds of ammunition, but I don't think I can. Why did you do this? Stupid decision. Alright, no tertiaries. See if we can get more... No, I can't get more 5-inch guns. How many planes does she have? She doesn't have any. Why would you build this ship? Why 100 rounds of ammunition? Why any of this? This is bad. This is terrible. This is like one of the worst ship design. This is the worst battleship design I've seen out of him. At least the other one was better. Alright, so let's pile on the anti-aircraft guns. That's probably what I can get it to. Yeah. Yeah, so screw it, rebuild them in Britain. And that's going to cost me so much money that I'm going to have to halt the new battleship. And I'm going to have to halt the new carrier, too. Okay, that saves me enough. Alright, so this will take not long. Yeah, I'll sell. I'll sell. I need to sell tech. I need money. New British torpedo bomber is entering service. Do we have any aircraft types? Yeah, medium bomber request in progress right now. Hey, our CAs are back. Alright, cool. We're getting tech from Great Britain. And it looks like we're going to have a very peaceful turn here, unless something goes wrong towards the end of it. Okay, so medium bomber-wise, there's only one choice. There's no other choice. There's no other reason you would pick anything else other than this. Because this can carry torpedoes. Aircraft types. So, what do we have now in terms of bomber or stuff? Okay, so we have 2 medium bombers under development. These are new. That's new. That's also fairly new. We need a new fighter. So fighter, I want probably firepower and speed. Because we're going to use our fighter as a cap, which seems to be what Rainbow likes doing. Alright, so I'll resume the new carrier. Alright, cool. And then we will get all of our main fleet units back here soon. So I'm going to move all these guys to the reserve fleet for now. It does definitely give us some heavy cruisers to use. And then what else is going to need rebuilds soon? These are 1928, these are 1928, so these guys will all need a rebuild. The Victoriavilles will not. Yeah, let's send these guys in. So the Boisbriands, you will get a director, dual purpose guns. Your D and E will be removed, and you might get a B instead. Is that good? Oh, we haven't researched that yet. I'm gonna get rid of her, maybe her W mount, and then increase the other 2 to 4, or to quad tubes. And then maybe give her an X if I can. See if I can give her that. Nope. We'll get rid of the X. And then just, yeah, do this. I think this is a pretty good design. For a rebuilt destroyer. So that'll be the Boisbrions. And then the Point Clairs will be refit in a very similar way. I think I don't remember if the Point Clairs have more or less space remaining. So we'll go with the Director. Get rid of D&E. Get rid of, is it R? No. I want R. Get rid of W. Increase that to a quad. Okay. It's having some minor sinus issues there. There we go. Cool. Get the Point Clairs done. Like that. Oh yeah, these guys didn't get the additional 4-inch gun, which the Boisbrion got. So yeah, they're not as good at all. But we're going to get all the battleships back here, and other than that, it looks like some Corvettes. I might save those Corvette refits for Rainbow to do. Okay, and Indestructibles, finish your reconstruction. Manitoba, St. Lawrence, Victorious, and Illustrious, and Yukon, Nova Scotia. Yeah, there we go. Our entire battleship force is getting rebuilt. I will sell that to France because I need money. Oh, hey, torpedoes do more damage, and our new dive bomber is ready for service. So, mothball these guys for now, and just reserve the rest of them. And use the additional money to resume New Brunswick. And once we get Haida back, I might lay down another New Brunswick class, or another Indomitable. Commission 9 subs. Oh, awesome. I will take the tension increasing option, because it's with Japan. Why not? Dual purpose guns as main armament for destroyers. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's build another New Brunswick class. Right now. Okay, so now we got New Brunswick and Appalachian. And that will be a good class of battleship, and that's going to be one which will not piss Icy off. And then British Columbia will take time. Hey, cranky old git. Yeah, just doing this turn. For now. Everything's getting rebuilt. You, Haida, you need to be in the mothball fleet, and I think that's good. And then, yeah, hopefully, I'm thinking about mothballing St. Lawrence. You know what? No. Yeah, I'll mothball her. She doesn't have the good armor, but the Manitobas have terrible guns. Oh, I should have redesigned how they looked. Missed you guys evolving into air power. Yeah, we did. This is our current fighter, or our current aircraft stuff. I'm right now developing a fighter. So we have a couple modern torpedo bombers, modern floatplane scout, modern dive bomber, and a couple medium bombers. Aircraft stage, yeah, it's an interesting stage. So yeah, these destroyers will be in service soon. And then I'm just going to save the additional corvettes for him to rebuild. Yeah, I'll sell that to France, get some money. And I've definitely increased our light cruiser force. I've given us... Okay, so if you saw Cold Lake, this is what Cold Lake got rebuilt into, and I did that. This is what Wetaskiwin got rebuilt into, and I did that. And then we also have the Surrey class and the Spruce Grove class, which are two new classes of light cruiser. Right now, I want to check what everyone has. So Germany, at the moment, their best light cruiser is Hella, which is that. France, right now, their best light cruiser is Forbans. They're garbage. Russia doesn't have light cruisers. America, they do. They have some 9.6-inch armed ones, which are fast, but otherwise not very good. Japan's aren't very good, and British actually do have some of those ones, the 5-inch armed ones. Which basically means that right now, we probably have the 10 best light cruisers in the world. At the moment. At least in terms of firepower and being able to fight stuff. Yeah. And we went from having basically... I mean, Cold Lake and Wetaskiwin before were maybe some of the best, but... You know, we went from having, none of the best light cruisers to having 10 of the best within like a year. Alright, so yeah, for now mothball these guys. So destroyer-wise, I think our destroyers have been rebuilt. It would be nice to get some a new class of destroyer into service. I might give them 4-inch dual-purpose guns with a director, single director, maybe 32 knots. It's just a new name. Qualcomm Beach. I'll give them 2 anti-aircraft directors and then get rid of some of these guys. And is that good? Oh yeah, unit machinery. Enable that. And then if we want a little bit of extra mass, we could just put it in like K-guns or something. For later. Yeah, let's do that. I think I'll give it a little bit more ammunition. And then that's a good gunboat destroyer. How easy? It's pretty easy. Just gotta find the mod page for it and then just drag it to the file. I think the boys' Brions are a little bit more difficult to rebuild, so that's why they took an extra turn. So you guys, I'll start with 4. See how much I have left. Oh, Germany's getting a little mad now. If that's the case, then it might be a good time to start rebuilding some of these guys. Oh yeah, these are the old destroyers. I'm just gonna leave this superstructure because it does represent the old destroyer well. So you will get an additional 2 K guns, and you'll lose an anti-aircraft gun. Other than that, it would be nice to get your guns up to dual purpose, but not a lot of point in doing that for such a light vessel. So that will get your SW up a little higher. Not much higher, but a little bit. So these guys were rebuilt in 1929 as well, the Anmors. They will get those. Hold on, why am I getting more gaming stuff? No, postpone the update. Sorry about that. World of Warships was like, hey, let's update, and I'm like, no, I don't want to update right now, because I'm doing this, you know. Alright, so other than that, I'm just going to remove a light anti-aircraft gun and just rebuild them like such. And I think that'll be good for the Anmors. So honestly, if I look, the Cumberlands are 1931 as well. So the Cumberlands will be the latest I refit, and I'll just rebuild them right now. We'll give them 4 ASW, or not 4 ASW, 4 K guns, and just do that. That'll be a good enough refit for the Cumberlands. You know, keep them cheap. Rebuild the Chases. Can't do that. We can give them 2, and I'll give them some anti-aircraft guns. You have a sort of a shadow on the lower right of your pick. Not sure. Yeah, that shadow is so that the text is readable. So your messages appear on screen in that text box right there. Yeah, that's the chat box, basically. Normally, on the other side of that, I have rules. You know, I can turn them on like this, but that is for the other campaign. And honestly, those rules probably should be moved down there, so they don't cover, like, the save button and stuff. But yeah, those rules are for the China campaign right now. This campaign doesn't have any rules, like, other than we're swapping off every, you know, couple of turns. Alright, refit the Kozlos, too. Yeah, give them the 4K guns. So that'll be good. Remove an anti-aircraft gun. And then that should get these guys up to 8 ASW. And then Keramos is the last of the 600 tonners we need to refit. So we'll give her just a single K gun. And get rid of one of those. And then just send her in for a rebuild. Alright, so I'm going to lay down another 4 of these destroyers. Actually, wait. What destroyer tech do we have? Oh, we can build 2,000 tonners. Oops. I'm not going to lay down another 4 of those destroyers. And what I will do instead is I will design a heavier destroyer, a 2,000 tonner like this. We do 5-inch guns, so we don't have dual purpose 5-inch guns. Let's see what happens if we build them in Britain. Yeah, I'll build them in Britain. Screw it, they're our ally. And I need better guns on these things anyway. So, yep, build them in Britain. We'll get 5-inch dual purpose guns on them. It would be nice to get some, that would be nice. Getting up to like 33 knots would be nice. And it would be nice to get another torpedo tube on them, like a V mount maybe. Or, I could get rid of the increased depth charge storage, get like a W mount. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. So then, anti-aircraft guns, we can add a couple more, like so. And yeah, suddenly we have a very good destroyer here. Which I think this will be appreciated. It can be a good gunboat destroyer, it can be a good torpedo boat destroyer. So in Structure 5, I'll just do something more like this with it. And then we can put that up there as an oval, and that'll work. You know what, I will slightly adjust that down, and is that the second one? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. Yeah, it does look pretty powerful. I think this is a very good destroyer design. So it's just a new name. Fire control is not the best available. Let's get an improved director on it, and yeah. So, having that additional set of torpedo tubes, getting 12 torpedo tubes in it, that's going to be a really good design. That'll take 1 month to design. At the same time, we did get a bunch of subs in service. So I'm going to order another 4. And just start renaming them. S28. S29. S30, because this is all ridiculous. And S31. Alright. So then, yeah, hopefully some stuff will get done soon. The last Spruce Grove will be commissioned here relatively soon, and we'll be able to start replacing her with destroyers. Okay, technology sharing agreement with Britain has expired. Oh, hey, now we get 5-inch dual-purpose mounts here. So now this design can be built here, but screw it, we're ordering 4 of them from abroad anyway. Alright. So, do we get some stuff back in service again? I think... Oh yeah, the Illustriouses, we need to... One of them probably need a mothball, honestly. But yeah, the Formidables will be good. These guys probably all need to be mothballed. They're kind of old at this point. And you know what? I have some extra money. Let's lay down another Indomitable. So that we can have 2 of these guys. Oh, right, the Formidables need a rebuild. Open design for rebuild, and you need your 8-inch guns replaced with 5-inch guns. You will get more ammunition. Maybe 140. You need dual-purpose guns. How heavy were these things built? Why were they so absurdly heavy? Because we need to get 96 aircraft on them, but I don't think I can. Because he built them way too heavy. Yeah. Like, why? Why are you this bad at ship design, Rainbow? I need to bring them down to 90. Just to get them to a reasonable number. Yeah. How weight are they? Considerably overweight. Just gonna get sunk as soon as they get hit. That's literally gonna be what happens. Maybe if I clear the turrets? So, like, why? Open design for rebuild. Why were they that much overweight? Alright. We'll go 4-inch dual purpose. 100 rounds for it. I'll decrease them to singles. We need to get 2 more aircraft on it. I'll just leave them as overweight. Maybe we could get rid of an anti-aircraft director and have that help with the weight somewhat, but no. Yeah. Ship is overweight and it doesn't have a lot of ammo and it doesn't have a lot of firepower. It's not a good carrier. You don't have any of the protection it needs to survive. Hey, improved industrialization, awesome. No, I'll not buy any. I won't buy that tech. Alright, so new fighters, hooray. So in terms of firepower, we did get better. We did get some better maneuverability as well in this one. It's a little slower, but I think I'll take this one. Alright, so now that we have a new fighter, I think we need a new flying boat. So, flying boat, your priority should probably be reliability, and I'll go speed. I'll go reliability and speed. And the whole point of reliability and speed is so that they can find targets quickly and have more of them active at the same time. Alright, so, hey, there we go. We got our corvettes back. We're currently spending some money. Germany and Japan are both getting a little bit pissed off. I need to check where stuff is right now. And, yeah, see what's where. Alright, so, over in Japan, we can definitely have a fight. I'll improve bases in the in this region. Do we have an airfield here? Do we have an airbase at either the Caroline Islands or the Northern Marianas? Let's check. We do not. So, yeah, we can build an airbase here at Saipan, and then we can, I presume, build another airbase over here at either Truk, Peleliu, or that. So let's see. So Truk is over there. We'll build one at Truk first of all, in the Caroline Islands. Alright, we definitely need one at there. You know what? I'll build one at all 3 locations, but I don't think we need any more than like a 20 at any of them. Maybe we need a 40 at Peleliu, Pelelau. And then, we'll probably need some at Saipan. Especially a larger one at Saipan, maybe like 40s at each. Alright. So I'll stay on low readiness for now. Oh hey, now we have better 16-inch guns at home. So we could start building some good battleships at home. I'm going to expand our dock size if Rainbow, on the off chance Rainbow wants to do that. But yeah, we're still kind of high in some different areas. Alright, so the Formidables will re-enter service here. I don't know why I agreed to building 2 of them rather than just 1. I really didn't see what their design was. Alright, so, yeah, now the Formidables are back in service. And so is British Columbia, which will be reserved. St. Lawrence will be reserved, and British Columbia will be mothballed for the moment to conserve on more cash. That one, no. Those corvettes will need to be mothballed. And now, yeah, we have a bunch of corvettes with 8 ASW. I'm gonna go to mediums. You know, what is our invasion range right now? Oh wait, we actually do have stuff in Northeast Asia. Holy shit. That could get interesting. Alright, yeah, Tsingtao. Let's get Tsingtao's airfield built up. Where's Tsingtao? Oh, we only have an airship base? First of all, expand that airship base. And second of all, yeah, improve bases. Build fortification. Airbase. At Tsingtao. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to hold on to it if, we go to war with Japan, because I need to build them up really badly. that base needs to be built up a lot. On the other hand, Britain does have Way Highway, which has how much capacity? If it'll let me actually click on it, 50. So we can get 80 capacity in that region, which is a little annoying. So our last modern light cruiser will enter service here in just a moment, and then we're gonna get new destroyers in 9 and 10 months respectively. And I think those destroyers will be pretty good. Pretty good to augment the fleet. Yes, extend the security arrangement again. Per boilers, awesome. So yeah, we have 2 CVs and 2 battleships building right now, which is very good. Alright, so whenever the bases in Catchout Bay expand, we will have to expand them again. And then we'll have to just move a bunch of aircraft down there. Yeah, I'll sell that to Russia. I need money. Hey, look, monthly balance is normal again. Hey, better 3-inch guns. Like those matter. Like 3-inch guns matter. Alright, so we did get a new ship in service. That is that ship. I'm going to keep it reserved for now. I don't think we're quite ready for war yet. And I don't want to have a lot of ships. Well, you know what? No, I probably do want to have some ships here initially. But maybe not a lot of the heavy ships. Maybe I try to keep the heavy ships in, like, Southeast Asia or something. Or South Pacific, where we do have a little bit of base capacity, but not much base capacity there. So you will take 10 months to build that out. You know what? I'm going to build some 6-inch coastal batteries in Catchu Bay, as well as, I think, 14-inch. And then maybe like 8-inch. You know what? I'll build another 14-inch. 2 14-inch. There, and then I want to defend against a possible Japanese invasion of that location. So, yeah, it's just going to get that. Do destroyers even have armor enabled in the game? No, they do not. You cannot get armor on destroyers in this game. Alright, so that's going to be very expensive to build. No thanks. But, you know, we have a lot of money to burn through right now, and that'll help keep that area protected. So as soon as these 14-inch coastal, or 14-inch batteries in turrets come online, that will be the sign that we can expand the base again. So I'll just go through a few turns. Why am I getting a ping? Oh, Rainbow's back and he realizes I'm still streaming. Alright, so you know what? I'll take the prestige. Oh, I have to type something to him. What is wrong with your carrier? He has asked me any questions since you were slandering my design so much after I watched your last episode. So I'm replying, what is wrong with your carrier design? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with his carrier design, but something. Where else? You will leave you to do discussion almost midnight here. Yeah, thank you. I will continue with this. So, were they originally built in Britain? If I wanted to build one of the formidables, yeah, they were built in Britain. They were refit in Britain. Yeah, those things, I don't know what happened there, but they wound up significantly overweight. Oh, is he realizing what happened? How has he not updated to the new version? Seriously, he's on the old version, hasn't updated. That's probably why some of the stuff's so weird. Yeah, that carrier, I might just ask him to rebuild it. I only get one more year anyway, so no thanks. No thanks on that. I don't know if New Brunswick's will be done by the time I'm done. Uh, mm, I'll take it. I'll take a new carrier. Yeah, I'll take that too. A new fighter is ready for service. I'm gonna halt construction on that coastal fortification, as well as that one. And that should be sustainable, I think, for the moment. Okay, let's do this. Oh, hey, increased naval spending. Tensions with Japan are increasing somewhat. But yeah, right now... Okay, there we go. Cool. 6-inch coastal batteries done in Kachu Bay, and those are done in Kachu Bay as well. Doing an international squadron. Advanced Director. Damn it! Alright, I've got to do an emergency refit. I've got to do a crash refit on everything right now. We don't have money. Alright, halt Appalachian for the moment. Halt Inflexible for the moment. We got to do a crash refit on all our battleships. And battle cruisers. Wait, no. I rebuilt them in Britain. I forgot. Yeah, they were all rebuilt in Britain. So yeah, they have Advanced Director already. Never mind. All right, so let's start activating the Manitobas in St. Lawrence. Let's get them active. We will resume construction on that warship, but I'll halt construction on that Indomitable. We'll try to get that one into service. Tensions with Germany are increasing, so in the reserve force, honestly, I'm just gonna disband everything here. Can I do that? Yeah, I'm just gonna disband all of the current squad. You know what? Okay, so these guys belong on the carriers. I know that. You guys belong on Illustrious and Victorious. So that'll work. And the rest of these guys, I don't remember where they go. You guys are probably like the base stuff. But, you know, I'm not going to immediately put you on. Why do we have a floatplane scout squadron? That's kind of a terrible squadron to have. Yeah, I'm just going to disband all these guys here. Alright, so... yeah, given how overweight these things are now, I'm just going to rebuild them to like 90 aircraft. Which means that we're not going to have even squadrons of 12. But I can give them a little more ammunition, and I can give them better secondaries. And then I will be able to also do like a J and a K in doubles too. And that will offer more anti-aircraft guns, and that should work. You know what? I will give them F and G as well. Or it'll offer less of these anti-aircraft guns, but I will reduce the number of light anti-aircraft guns and increase the number of mediums to this. And that will be that design being refit. So now they only have 90 aircraft capacity, but, you know, they're actually going to be somewhat competent. So yeah, rebuild them. And we will have the Indomitables at 96 aircraft. and those will probably be the actual proper like replacement for those guys. So air groups wise, so on Illustrious, I'm gonna change the role of two of these guys to dive bombers. Not number, change role to a dive bomber. You know what? Right now we don't have good dive bombers. I'll keep it at 3 torpedo bombers and a dive bomber, and you will be a dive bomber. Actually, which one? Yeah, okay, I changed the bottom one. So, Thunderbird and Montrose, automated aircraft to Montrose. Okay, so let's see, what do we want on Montrose here? So, our dive bombers are terrible, only 600-pound bombs. So I don't want, many more of them. So the fighter will reduce the number down to 8, and then this guy will go down to 8, and then these other guys. We could do 3 at 12, and then let's go 12, 12, and 12. Oh, 10. 12. Okay, so we can do 2 at 12 and 1 at 10. So fighter and torpedo bomber will be at 10, and dive bomber... fighter and torpedo bomber will be at 12, and dive bomber will be at 10. Copy that air group, paste it onto Thunderbird. Alright, so... right now, Airbase Tsingtao needs aircraft. Flying boat fighter medium bomber at there. Airbase Peleliu needs aircraft too. And so does, honestly, Truck and Saipan. And then I'm just gonna copy that air group and paste it onto the... You know what? No. Why do these guys have medium bombers? I'm gonna change the role of these guys, of these medium bombers, to torpedo bombers. At Truck, Saipan, and Peleliu. Okay, so Panapi. Oh yeah. So copy that air group and paste it here too. And then just for now paste it there. Okay. So we're gonna have some aircraft coming into service here. New destroyers will be done soon. Formidables are going back in for a long rebuild, unfortunately, so we're not going to have them early in this war. I'm going to accelerate their construction, definitely. In terms of coastal fortifications, we are almost done with that 14-inch gun battery. I need to expand the air bases in Tsingtao, especially. So that one's been expanded. That airship base has been expanded. And then, where's the one at Kiachu Bay? There we go. Expand airbase. Okay, 4 turns. 4 turns until that's done. So these guys all got refit. I'm gonna start activating them, and then because there's a good chance that Japan will get a surprise attack. I don't want to have any capital ships in Northeast Asia when the war starts. I want to have them in Southeast Asia. So that will, for now, be these guys. You know what? I'm only gonna send the Manitobas to Southeast Asia. You know what? No. No. St. Lawrence and British Columbia will go. So you guys will go to Southeast Asia. Manitobas I'll hold back for the moment. I might send them in a little bit later. You will stay on reserve. All my battleships will now be put in the reserve force, just in case stuff does go kind of bad here. I'll activate the Victoriavilles to go with them. Move ship to Southeast Asia. And then these 4 will move to Northeast Asia for the moment. And then outside of that, in terms of cruisers, I will send the Surreys, as well as Wetaskiwin and maybe Cold Lake down to Southeast Asia. I will put a heavy cruiser in charge of the I will put one of the Montreals in charge of the Northeast Asian force. Actually, I'll put both of the Montreals in charge of the Northeast Asian force. And then maybe move one of the Torontos down to Southeast Asia and reserve the other two. And I think it's only proper to move maybe Illustrious and Montrose down to Southeast Asia as well. Alright, so 4 destroyers are commissioned. Proves invasion capability, awesome. Hey, new medium bomber variant, cool. Oh, hey, it can carry torpedoes now. No more spying on Germany. Coastal fortifications, what are we building? What are we building? I need to halt something. I need to halt something. We're going to get 4 more destroyers done. Let's halt Appellation for a turn. That'll work. Alright, so, what did I want to check? What did I want to check? Oh yeah, Doctrine. Gunnery training, apply. First of all. And then, yep, so Kiachu Bay, 3 months remaining. Okay, cool. So, awesome. 4 new destroyers are commissioned, cool. Resume construction for another month. Alright, yeah, it does look like we're going to go to war soon. But I want to be careful about how I do this. So the Manitobas are active. I want to keep a couple on station just in case stuff goes bad with Germany. So Japan, they have 4 battleships and 6 battle cruisers right now in terms of battleships. 10 times 11-inch guns, 10 times 13-inch guns. Not great armor in terms of battle cruisers. Their Tsukuba class does actually look pretty good. Actually, their Akoma class, I should say, does look pretty good. What about the Hiei class? Hiei class is about the same, yeah. Yeah, I would say those two are about equivalent. The Harunas are weak. So, yeah, their capital ships are weak. They're building 2 carriers right now. They have 3 CVLs. I think we're sending down a half-decent force, but we need more space to put them. Right, I can improve the base capacity here, and I can improve the base capacity here. Which I need to do both of right now. And then halt construction on no... Oh. No, I wanted to halt construction on you again. On Appellation. So we have some ships moving down there at the moment. And that should be good. Yeah, okay. No, they're moving this way down, I think. Yeah, okay, so they're going to move through Europe. Britain's helping us out. So they'll hold in Southeast Asia for the moment. We'll get Indomitable done in a turn, which will be good. That'll be our first 96 aircraft carry. Oh, hold on. I hate that this darn thing keeps popping up. It's so annoying. Microsoft, I know, I don't care. And it won't go away. It won't go away. I don't care that some of the accounts have issues. It's not an issue right now. It's not a problem. Microsoft, stop pretending it is. Alright, reserve fleet on you. So those guys are going to the Indian Ocean. I'm holding the Spruce Groves back for the moment. Starting to activate some things. These guys are moving. I'm going to activate the rest of these guys. And now we have a bunch of new destroyers in commission, which I'll be able to send down there very shortly. Indomitable will finish up here in a month. This new dock's completed. We've commissioned 4 subs. Indomitable's done. No thanks. I don't need about a 13-inch gun. Why would we need one? Improved surface search radar. That's good. Alright, now we can resume construction on that ship. Appellation. It is September 1939, so I will pass the turn off in 1940. And, yeah, we'll already have a fleet in advanced position. Oh yeah, can I rebuild? Yeah, nope, 1 more month. There you go, 14-inch coastal battery. Hey Samba, how's it going? Yeah, I'm gonna avoid entanglements with a dangerous and irresponsible nation, because let's go to war with Japan. Screw it, they have Shanghai. Improve bases at Kiachu Bay. So the idea right now is to basically make it absolute hell to try to take Kiachu Bay. That's the goal, at the very least. So where's our airbase there? There we go. Airbase 40. We'll expand that into an airbase 60. Yeah, I'm doing fine. So, Kachu Bay. Let's see. Airbase Tsingtao. Okay, cool. Ought to add more aircraft, so they added a squadron of 14 dive bombers to it. Oh, they added more medium bombers. No, change those out to change these guys out to torpedo bombers. You know what? We'll change our squadron numbers to 12 each, because I think I can get away with that. Not quite, not quite. Almost. I can get away with those two at 12. We'll keep the fighter squadron at 10 then, and the flying boat at 6. And then once we expand to 60, that'll be very good. So Indomitable, or the Indomitable Sisters getting done. Indomitable needs an air group at the moment. So that'll be fighter squadron. You know what? We'll go to 12. We'll go to 12 on each of these. And then see how many more we can get from that. So that would be... Oh, you guys should be active right now, too. That one should be an active airbase as well. Alright, so you now have 72. I'm going to change this guy to a torpedo bomber. And then I'm going to add an aircraft squadron, another, no, I'll add another, yeah, I'll add 2 dive bomber squadrons to it. And then I will switch one of the torpedo bomber squadrons here to a dive bomber. Or not, no, this dive bomber squadron will become a torpedo bomber squadron. So we have 4 torpedo bomber squadrons, 2 dive bomber squadrons, and 2 fighter squadrons. There, so I'd expect I would split one as escorts and then do like a 2-1 and then another 2-1 and get a lot of torpedo bombers at a target. So yep, some stuff is now moved to Southeast Asia. I think you will be activated and you will move to probably Southeast Asia as well too. So we have some destroyers in Northeast Asia. We do have a couple cruisers in Northeast Asia, but I don't want to keep a lot in Northeast Asia. I want to make it difficult to invade, but a lot of the good ships I want to have in Southeast Asia. And I'm actually going to, you know, I'm going to hold some of these guys probably more like, I'm not actually going to move you to Southeast Asia. I'm going to hold you, how much, we have space in the Indian Ocean. Is that due to Britain or is that due to us? We don't have colonies there. So I'm going to say just move to Southern Africa instead. No, we could... No. Okay, so if we move to the Met... Yeah, no, we'll hold in the Indian Ocean. We'll just hold in the Indian Ocean for the moment. With Victorious and probably one of the Manitobas. So I'm just getting stuff in position for a potential war with Japan here. We'll move 4 destroyers into the Indian Ocean. And start activating these guys here. The Qualcomm beaches have also now activated, so I'll actually move them to the Indian Ocean too. And honestly, you know what? These guys too. So yeah, we'll just have a bunch of ships kind of sitting in the Indian Ocean for the moment. And when Japan goes to war, those ships can be very quickly deployed. So, yep. 2 in Southeast Asia, which should hopefully put them out of risk of the initial attack and allow us to just immediately move a force into Northeast Asia, a pretty decently powerful force, and be able to bring the fight to them. And yeah, in terms of coastal fortifications, we do have that 14-inch battery now at Kachu Bay. We're going to get another one done in 4 turns, or 8-inch in 4 turns, and 14-inch in 6 turns. That's going to be very helpful for that region. Yeah. Getting 2 14-inch coastal batteries. That and all those 6-inch coastal batteries as well, which can fire a bunch of shells at destroyers. Yeah, that's going to be strong. That's going to be very strong to make Kachu Bay or Tsingtao and Kachu Bay a lot harder to invade. It's also possible they could go for Weihawei, which does actually provide us a bit more basing capacity in the region, assuming that we can move units in time before Japan can really do anything about it. And I think right now I'm going to get the two most modern spruce groves here to move over into the Indian Ocean with our other ships. So, yep, move to the Indian Ocean. Let's see if we can provoke Japan into... Okay, France has reduced armament expenditures, so they don't have quite as much of a fleet budget anymore. Holy crap, our funds. What the hell happened there? I thought they were at like 16,000. No to that tech. Reloads for deck-mounted torpedo tubes. Those don't work right now. And then are we going to finish expanding that airbase here? Okay, Russia now has radar? Or son? Yeah, radar. Base overview. Wait, coastal fortifications. Oh, one more turn. Alright. I'm going to increase spying on Japan to medium. It's January 1940. We get one more turn, and that is it. I'm going to resume construction on the carrier, and I'm going to get ready to hand this over to Rainbow. And there we go. Finish an 8-inch construction, or 8-inch coastal battery down there. And no, I do not need that. Benefit to research in those shells, and that is done. I have to lay off the controller now and just hand this over. We are currently preparing for war. Formidable and Invincible are currently being refit, and we have the new Indomitable class carrier, which is already in service, and I'm already going to start moving down. I don't know. I'll move her down to the Indian Ocean. Screw it. So we're going to have some stuff which can move in. So these guys, you know, I'll order them to move to Northeast Asia just to give us a little bit more ships in the region and make it so that they have to actually fight destroyers rather than anything else. I think the situation I put ourselves in is good. We have 2 battleships in construction. They're going to take 10 months each to How? Hold on. Appalachian was delayed for multiple months. How the hell has it caught up to New Brunswick in terms of construction? What's been going on? What has been... You know what? Until reports... No, those aren't going to matter. If I look at messages, anything here? Nope. Oh yeah, aircraft types. We need to get a new one. Alright, so... We have... 1939 medium bombers. Torpedo bomber is 1937. So I will get another torpedo bomber. I will, honestly, I'll give it speed and reliability. And I think I will call it at that. So yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone who watched this turn. I guess I will see you next time. For all of you on YouTube, links to my Twitch and Discord are in the description, as well as the full playlist for the series. And yeah, with that, I guess I will see you guys next time then. I'll probably be doing China in a couple of days. So yeah, bye!